Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Jake Breaks MMA. As you can tell, I'm fucking tired, lad. I need to go to fucking sleep, lad. I need a fucking hamburger, lad. Like, I am pretty fucking tired. It's 12:45 a.m. in the morning here. But I wanted to get this breakdown out for you guys. McGregor versus Max Holloway. What the fuck happened? This is probably the worst possible outcome you can have for this fight because what does this do for Max Holloway? Absolutely fucking nothing. What does this do for Conor McGregor? Absolutely fucking nothing, obviously. What does this do for the fans? Absolutely fucking nothing. Like Conor McGregor just, threw switch kick thinking he was 28 years old instead of 38 years old and snapped his ACL and me fucking ACL, lad. Me fucking ACL. It's just zero significant strikes landed. Sixth round. Five total strikes, though. Oh, Conor McGregor, he's back. He's back, guys. Max Holloway, did the right thing. Didn't really throw any punches after he saw Conor McGregor was just falling to the ground after every kick. And I just thought at first he was like washed, just completely and utterly washed. But, he did snap his ACL and it's rough. Like, there's really not much else you can really say. Like, what's Conor McGregor going to do? Maybe retire? I think he should, but he does have one more fight on his UFC contract. I think he's going to fight it out, and then he's going to fight Jake Paul in boxing. And I'm not even fucking kidding about that. A lot of money to be made in boxing, unfortunately. Fuck boxing, man. But Max Holloway is just like, that's not even a good win for him. This kind of just, like, what does this do for Max? What does this do for him going back to the lightweight division? It's not a better win than, like, he's still behind Charles. He's still behind Armand. Like it's still very obvious that case. It's just a horrible outcome to the fight, man. Really could not have drew it up any worse. And who knows if we'll ever see Conor McGregor fight again? I really don't think so. But his body's withered up. It's over. Conor McGregor's done. Done. He's over. It's over. This was good though, except the main event and co-main event combined were 2 minutes long, just about, and less than 20 significant strikes combined. Like, oh my god. I mean, Paddy Pimblett, beautiful submission, got the Darce choke, got it locked up extremely quick, as you can tell, 52 seconds. I mean, when someone is shooting on Paddy, it's going to be a rough fucking night. Saw that with Bobby Green. Almost called him King Green. You ain't no fucking king. I'm not calling you a king, buddy. You ain't no king. But, he got the arm triangle on Bobby Green. BSD has sloppy takedown shots. Very sloppy just in general. He's a little bit unorthodox, slow as molasses, has staff, unsanitary, a biohazard. I was a little bit concerned for Paddy Pimblett going into this fight. I didn't know if he was going to survive. Like, I thought he might have to go to the hospital after this fight. Maybe he is, got to take a really good shower, but he won. Thank God. He got the Darce on Benoit Saint Denis. Very easy. And you already know what's coming next for Paddy Pimblett. It's going to be Ilia Topuria. And he's probably going to lose to Ilia Topuria, but I think it's still going to be a good fight. It's still going to be a good fight. So, man, I just don't know. It's weird. The co-main event and the main event kind of give you weird feelings. It's just ends in less than 2 minutes. Beautiful fight, this fight. And then you just go to the next fight and it just ends in like literally 1 minute. Conor McGregor snaps his leg and it's over. And it's just like you almost wish this fight was longer and like a war, so it made up for it. But it was just a very quick finish, which is good. But if we knew the circumstances for the main event, man. But moving on, Mario Batista versus Corey Sandhagen. Mario Batista gets it done. I called this one. I was 2 for 3 so far, by the way, on the main card. So Mario Batista 8 of 20 takedowns. He's like a little mini Marab, He really is. Significant strikes, 114 to 89, 143 to 104. Man, Mario Batista got a leg lock, I believe, at the end of the first round. And when he got that, Corey Sandhagen started limping back to his corner. And you can kind of just tell after that, it was over. Mario Batista got a big knockdown, and I believe it was round three, beginning of round three. And yeah, Mario Batista, once he saw Corey Sandhagen, was pretty limited in his mobility. Because at first, Corey was switching, southpaw back and forth, leg kicks, pitter pat, 1-2s, jabs, straight. He was actually throwing some heat in the first round. I'll give him some credit. Corey Sandhagen did come out with some heat, but I just thought Mario Batista was going to be the aggressor, the more aggressive fighter, the fighter going forward on the front foot. Better boxer and has better cardio. His 3 submission attempts, 20 takedowns. It's hard to beat, dude. It's really hard to beat that pace. Unless you're someone as good as Umar or Marab, it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be really hard. Mario Batista gets the dub. He's repping Arizona, too. Shout out, represent. Corey Sandhagen, though, it's kind of sad to see. He's fallen off a lot. Ugh. Man, sad to see. I don't know what Corey Sandhagen's going to do from here, but moving on to the next fight. Brandon Royval. Little mini Nate Diaz gets it done against Lona Kavanagh. Oh my days. Lona Kavanagh. 10-2. Moreno. And now Royval. Sorry, he beat Moreno. What the fuck am I talking about? Johnson and now Royval. Yeah, Lona Kavanagh got a big knockdown, as you can see in round 2. Not showing the round specifically, but total strikes 63 to 146, 84 to 56. Brandon Royval. Takedowns 3 to 6. Like, Royval was dominating this fight, especially in the first and third round. First round, he's really putting the pressure on Loner. The size difference was very noticeable. It was just like, damn, okay, Loner's really tiny. He's a little tiny guy. Didn't really stop Joshua Van, but Joshua Van's a little bit of a different fighter, He's a bit better. He's the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. It's just Brandon Royval, man. Great submission, though. Was really throwing hands in the at the beginning of the third round with Loner. Loner was also just throwing fucking hooks. Big meaty hook exchange, and both clipped each other, ended up on the ground, and Royval was able to get, I believe, it was kind of like a neck crank, rear naked choke. It became a rear naked choke. It was a crank at first, but he was able to lock in that submission and keep his spot in the flyweight division. I almost thought he was going to have to move up to bantamweight after he, got chinned by Loner, but he managed to survive. So, right now, 2-4 on the card, but man, I really thought Kavanagh was going to, be on the come up after he beat Moreno. But Moreno, I guess it's just washed. And you can kind of see that after his recent fights. But moving on to the next fight. UFC 321, 339, oh my god. King Green versus Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney. Boy, where do I start with you, little guy? Now, would he pick me up like he did the MMA Guru? Probably, but how do you gas after 4 minutes of fighting? I get crazy pace. You threw 96 strikes. That's a lot of strikes, Bobby Green also threw 86 strikes, 72 significant strikes to your 80. And that's a pretty close pace together. You shot that takedown. You spent a lot more energy on that takedown. I get it, but you should have chinned Bobby Green against the fence. Like, you got him bloodied up really quick. You almost had him submitted too, and I can't believe I picked you to win. Kind of did bad on the main card, guys. Kind of did bad. 3 of 2. I don't know why I said 2 of 3 when I was on Corey. I don't know, I'm tripping, but I should have picked King Green, not King Green. Fuck, your name's not King, dude. Bobby Green. I should have picked Bobby Green. Because, if Terrence McKinney's not winning in the first 3-4 minutes, it's over. It's over. He gasses. He couldn't even survive 1 minute until the end of the round. There's 1 second left on the bell. Fight's over. Could have had a minute to recover. Probably was not going to recover, but oh my god. Bobby Green, he looked pretty good, especially when McKinney started gassing. McKinney was just throwing crazy bombs. It was really pressuring, and just Bobby Green didn't really feel comfortable stepping in the pocket. And, it really showed at first. He got clipped a lot, got taken down, was getting dominated at first. That's how McKinney works, but King Green weathered the storm, and the Unk stays alive. The Unk streak still goes, dude. 36-17, 53 professional fights. Holy fuck, dude. It's crazy. My god. And, McKinney gets dropped by, a body shot. It's a little bit weak. A little bit fucking weak, dude. But we move on to the prelims. Mate, Bobby fucking Knuckles, mate. Thank fucking God, Bobby Knuckles brings me glory onto this pretty fucking devastating card. Thank you, Bobby Knuckles. I thought he was gonna get a KO in this fight. He does. Man, made not he didn't really make Nikita Krylov quit. Nikita Krylov got fucking rocked. Like his jobs, it was pretty crazy. Wow, it really didn't feel like the strikes were that close. I don't know if those strikes are accurate. Takedowns 3 of 6. That does make sense. Nikita Krylov was, bulldozing his way, big plotty man bulldozing into Robert Whitaker, but it didn't really end up mattering. Man, really, 54-51. It felt like Whitaker was up 2-0. I mean, I think I'm right about that, but damn, yeah. Whitaker was just piecing him up with the 1-2, literally just a 1-2 so much. His hooks were also connecting pretty well. That left hook was really connecting. But man, yeah, the 1-2, he was just way too fast for Krylov, and Krylov was just kind of plotting in. I'll kind of do his impression. He was just like it was pretty bad. Like I don't know. We always kind of knew Krylov was a little bit plotty, a little bit chinny. He's there to get hit, definitely there to get hit. And if he can't implement the grappling, which Robert Whitaker is really hard to take down, and the size advantage kind of did show for Krylov. He was able to take down Whitaker. People weren't really able to take down Whitaker besides Hamzat at 185, but still a great win for Whitaker. I mean, he knocked him out on the feet, kind of made Krylov quit, rocked his jaw, probably broke his jaw, to be honest. Like, it was a nasty 1-2 by Whitaker. This is his signature 1-2, man. With signature 1-2s, but his speed is still there, man. He's so fucking fast on the feet. Krylov just did not see it coming every single time. Oh my god, and I'm just looking at who we have next, guys. You want to take a look with me? You guys want to take a look? The loophole himself. Loop Gable Stevenson. The loophole always finds a way, man. The loophole finds a way. Alicia Ellison's going to become a fucking UFC champion after this. I'm telling you, he's going to beat every single person after this. Significant strikes, 41-13. Gable Stevenson. He failed the takedown. That got me very hyped because I'm like, ooh, this guy can't even get a takedown. Alicia Ellison, big blobby heavyweight, he got fucking destroyed and battered by Vander Pericic. Like, come on, he's not gonna get a takedown on a top heavyweight. I don't think Gable Stevenson's a top 10 heavyweight. I really don't. I think he's a little bit overrated right now. He's got good speed on the feet. I'll give him credit. Oh, so fast on the feet. Oh my god, so fast. Yeah, he's a little bit fast in other senses too, with the law, potentially. I'm playing a character, I'm playing an actor. But Alicia Ellison kind of landed some shots, especially against the fence. Like, when Gable Stevenson was kind of just pressuring against him, not really caring what he was throwing, which, by the way, if you do that against a good fucking fighter, you're getting chinned, buddy. You're getting chinned, and I'm there for it. I'm there for it, buddy. I'm going to be watching you and John Jones' downfall. Fuck you guys. Oh, goddamn boyfriends. Nothing wrong with being, nothing wrong with that, but, just be open with it. Just be open with it. But, well, yes, Gable Loophole Stevenson does get the dub, and, he just kind of battered him against the fence, and Alicia Ellison, I kind of think it was a weird knockout. Like, at first, he was just against the fence, and you're like, oh, he called it out, and then, like, he just, like, completely collapsed onto the ground, like, face first. You're like, oh, shit, like, oh, God, But, he got chinned pretty bad, but he had his moments, too. He had his moments. Gable Stevenson has some work, buddy. You got some work to do. You and John Jones gotta get working in the sheets. The cage. You guys probably like doing it in the cage, too. Yanez versus Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt's washed. I think he's gonna retire. He kind of took the gloves off after that fight. I thought he was gonna lay him on the canvas. He didn't, but it kind of reminded me of just being like, yeah, I'm just gonna, basically send it on this fight. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of fucking hooks and just hope to chin Adrian Yanez because he's clearly a lot better than me. And I'm just gonna put all on the line instead of being a little pussy and backing up, just like in my last fight and the fight before that and the fight before that. Like, he's been pretty passive in his last couple fights, and ever since basically the Dominic Cruz fight. I mean, oh, dude, he's the best fighter in the world, best fighter in the world for those 25 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I didn't even notice he tried to shoot a takedown, didn't even see it, but Adrian Yanez was just too fast, and Cody Garbrandt is just not very good at, like, setting up traps on the front foot. Very, very just... It's literally just like this. He's just like, I can't really like throw like actual hooks. It's a little bit, I look a little bit plotty, but he's just like throwing, moving forward like this, and it looks bad. It's just like, okay, you're gonna get chinned by something, by a straight. You're gonna get fucking chinned, and he ended up getting chinned. So sad to see Cody Garbrandt go out, but kind of what you expected. So we move on. Luke Riley, lad. I actually am Luke Riley, guys. Can you see it? I'm 14-0. I just beat Kai Kamaka the third. And I'm trying to move up in the featherweight division. I'm trying to fight Volkanovski before he retires, and I'm ready. I'm ready, guys. Look at me. That's literally me. Literally me, guys. 43-23. Kai Kamaka, I did think he had a little bit like better of a chance than I, was kind of anticipating. He did actually in reality. He's pretty bad. He's pretty bad. Not a lot of like great strikes landed. Luke Riley was just completely speed mogging and power mogging him on the feet. Very fast on the feet, man. I'm very fast on the feet. You should see me. You should see me. Very fast. Very fast, man. Like, his hooks are fast. His boxing is really good. Like, it looked a lot. Man, it looked really improved. I was kind of impressed. I'm like, damn, all right. Because I feel like Kai Kamaka is a significant step up compared to Michael Aswell. You can kind of see Michael Aswell look kind of shit in this last fight. Like, I don't know. And Kai Kamaka, he won his last fight. Not, it wasn't a great fight, but he won better than most of Luke Riley's opponents so far. So, but Luke Riley, very fast hooks were very, very clean on the money. The straights, the 1-2s, they were all just very, very clean. And he was just too fast for Kai Kamaka. Is really what it came down to. Boxing was too fast. So, great win by me. I'm very hyped. I'm gonna go out and party after this. That's why I'm kind of getting this video wrapped up real quick. But we move on to the early prelims. Do I talk about the women's fight? I did watch it. I forgot to predict it though, so it's my bad. It's my bad. Wayne Kong did absolutely destroy Tracy Cortez though. Tracy Cortez just did not get any takedowns down. Takedowns down. I hate when I say that. It sounds so casual. She did not land any takedowns. 1 of 9. Wayne Kong, almost doubled the significant strikes and a lot more power on them as well. Tracy Cortez just looked lost on the feet and looked lost because she couldn't really get a hold of Wayne Kong. Wayne Kong was just too fast, too elusive on the back foot, too much power, too much precision. I was, don't really watch women's fights a lot, but she had really good striking. I knew she had that good fight with Shevchenko in kickboxing, whatever. Didn't watch it. Didn't fucking watch it. Oh, bro, you're casual, dude. No, not a casual. Just just didn't watch it. But she looked really good, and she's probably gonna fight one more person, and then fight Shevchenko if she's still fighting. So good for her. Go Wayne Kong. Her penis is so explosive and girthy and large and just amazing. Cesar Almeida versus Damian Penis. I'm just gonna call him Damian Penis to be honest. Cesar Almeida was kind of chipping him away at first. Like you could see the significant strikes were 37-25. Was that like any indication that Almeida was like coasting to a win? Absolutely not. Like Penis still had his moments, especially landing big shots that were kind of like leading up to that big knockdown. And like it was just Cesar Almeida kind of just threw a lazy kick, and Damian Penis just explosive right hand, just boom. It was beautiful. And this guy is like he would fool the Tiba Gautier, man. Gautier, whatever the fuck his last name is, can't say it right, but he would absolutely destroy Tiba, and I kind of wish they put him up together because I really do believe that. I think Atiba's really overrated, and they are in the same weight class, so it's like fuck it, dude. Might as well put these guys against some real competition, each other. Well, allegedly real competition with Atiba, but Damian Penis just a beautiful explosive right hand, chinned Cesar Almeida bad, chinned him bad, really bad. He didn't really know where he was on the ground. Penis was a little bit upset that he didn't stop. I believe that was a fight. Upset that he didn't stop it. Ref kind of took a little bit. Did land one follow-up shot. Wasn't too bad, though. But he was respectful with it. You could tell Almeida was fucking done. So, moving on to the next fight, guys. Farid Basharat versus John Garza. Hot take. If John Garza had a full camp, he'd win this fight. He would have won this fight. I really do think that. Fucking Bashra shoots 22 takedowns. Oh, so boring and disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting, man. 86 to 82 on significant strikes. John Garza had beautiful fucking boxing. Beautiful boxing, beautiful body work, beautiful combinations as well. Bashra was much more skittish on the outside, obviously. Leg kicks, a lot of leg kicks. Head kicks, some boxing as well. He had some slick boxing as well, but 16 and 0, fucking Ethan Ewing would have smoked this guy, but I think John Garza is kind of I'm excited about John Garza as a prospect. They better keep him around. 6 and 2. He's a young prospect, but he looked really good against Bashra. And I know Bashra doesn't have any power, so it's like you might as well just walk this guy down. He's kind of like a punching bag that can throw back a little bit. It's kind of like this, It's like this is the hardest it's gonna hit you. It's not gonna hurt that bad. Bashra just does not have the power to really have opponents respecting him. But to be fair, he's won every fight, and John Garza made it close. I think it was like 30-27, but I really thought like Garza could have gone around. But hey, good performance by Garza. I'm excited. Bashra, get in the fucking cage with Ewing and get chinned, buddy. Ryan Gondra versus Zachary Reese. Quick knockout in this one. To be honest, I might have been making food in this one, guys. Yeah, I'm a casual. Oh, bro, you weren't watching Ryan Gondra versus Zachary Reese, bro. Not exactly very closely. It was a very quick fight as well. Gondra did just chin him. He's kind of just. I remember him pressuring Zachary Reese, just kind of throwing bombs, and like Zachary Reese is pretty chinny, and he got chin. That's all I really got to say about that fight. Sorry, guys, I'm a casual. Little Diego Lopez here, Alessandro Costa though, versus Cody Durden. Cody Durden was having some little moments here and there, but Costa had less significant strikes, but was landing the heavier shots for sure. Like Costa was just very, very skittish on the feet. Like Costa was landing big bombs. It was throwing recklessly like Diego Lopez would. And Durden would throw punches back, and that's why his significant strikes were working a little bit higher. Like he would hit him on those returns, but it just wouldn't do anything to Costa. Costa just wouldn't give a fuck. He would just keep moving forward, It's just like, blockhead, I'm Diego Lopez's little brother. Oh yeah. And it's just kept throwing hooks, big meaty hooks. There's some, he had better combinations to be fair than Diego Lopez, but he had a nice 1-2-3 that I really liked on Cody Durden. And what was the finishing shot? I'm gonna remember it. I'm not a casual. I feel like it was a straight right. I might be wrong, but it was a beautiful performance by Alessandro Costa. He's a bit of a Diego Lopez maxer. I'm excited to see what he does in the flyweight division. But yeah, guys, that's the end of my breakdown here. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. Wish I could talk more about this fight, but there's literally not much to talk about besides McGregor is just old and withered. So, and snapped his ACL. You fucking ACL, lad. He snapped his ACL. So, it's really all you can say, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed the predictions. Be sure to subscribe if you want more fucking content. I appreciate the support lately. Peace.